how's that for starting a video? I had to start recording as soon as I saw that old 240 wagon. God, so many of you love these things. I like them a little more because they're, you know, they're now vintage, but I'm definitely not in love with them. Anyway, eltonmcfall here, and I'm in Pierrefonds. I don't know, for some reason this morning it was more sunny than now, and it's the last day of July 2021, and I don't know, something told me to go west, go to the West Island, go to Pierrefonds. And hey, speaking of old, there's an old, good old Chevy pickup coming out there. Let's see here, get a look at her there. Yeah, man. Gave him the thumbs up. I don't know if you saw me. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I've already seen some oldies actually out here coming down on this crap 201 route there on St. John's. But the thing is, one of them was a 66 Impala that I actually seen for sale online, and I didn't get off the bus because, you know, the blocks are so long on St. Johns Boulevard, which is like this, and this is St. Charles Boulevard, Le Boulevard Saint Charles. And then I saw 53 Chevy almost on the corner of Gouin. This is Gouin here, Gouin and St. John's. I didn't get off again because I was at a garage, and usually when I go to ask my owner of a garage if I can film a certain old car there, they're like, no, sorry, it's a customer's car, blah, blah. I even saw a Fiat X9 hidden in a bush. Well, behind a bush, behind a tree, at a shopping mall. So I might come back to these, at least get one of those later. And look at that, Saint Jean Baptiste. Now there's something I never noticed, and how many times have I been down the street? And you'll see in a moment why, specifically almost 30 years ago. So let's sort of hop to it, as they say. But look at this, right away I get off the scrap, right, the 40,000, and I noticed the roof here. Look how it was weirdly patched up. See, I love noticing stuff like that. That's why I like making these kinds of videos. Things that are out of the norm, things that are historical, things they don't make like they used to, you know. There's even something else I've noticed they started doing here too, out here, which is very surprising actually. It's they didn't close Gouin Boulevard, but I noticed something coming up here because like I said, I just came up here from the 201, and well, you'll see in a moment what it is here. It's a glorious day today. It's dry, it's warm, it's not too warm, it's not hot, it's not muggy, you're not sweating, you're not dying of heat. And it's just lovely. Look, you can see part of the Rivière de Prairie over there. I actually went in a spot where it was a little bit open. There was a bench there, and there was a whole shitload of geese there, actually. The Canadian geese. Now I'm trying to remember how you call it. Oh yeah, geese, I think in French is what? Wet. The what? Oh, anyway, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I did one time, well, I filmed a few, you know, a couple of walks on this boulevard. This is one of the longest streets in the city, by the way, going all the way east to west, or west to east. And oddly enough, the eastern part of this street is just as old, and a part of it in Montreal North kind of resembles this, you know. Oh, look at that. If you got it, flaunt it, eh? And you know, sometimes I imagine myself living back up here. I was happy up here, you know. I didn't have a craving to go live in the city. But I started going into the city more and more, you know, with my friends, go clubbing, go to bars, obviously to go take pictures. And this is going back, you know, 20 years ago. And but you know, things change, and I got accustomed to it. I got accustomed to the urban life and the convenience of it all. That's the thing, it's not convenient living out here. That's why most people drive. Oh, something is cooking, man. I don't know if it's ravioli, I don't know what. It smells pretty good. Anyway, might as well start talking about this these condo buildings coming up over here. I'll start talking about it because when my parents divorced in '91, my dad bought a condo here and only lived there, I think 2, maybe 3 years. I don't even think 3 years. And I think he found it too far from the highways and stuff, and but he still had the Delta 88 at that time, but he got rid of it quick. And I remember taking a last ride with him on that 79 and going up here and going up St. Charles, and maybe the fuel pump was starting to be faulty, and my dad was still like, yeah, it still has a nice ride, you know. He still liked it because, you know, he'd replaced it with a 91 Maxima, and the 87 Maxima, sorry, runs well. It's a smooth car, but it doesn't compare. That's the Americans' specialty, was making just very smooth riding cars, you know. And he had it parked in the front here. I remember in the driveway coming up here in the He sold it for 200 bucks. I wasn't too happy about that. I was 15 years old. And I remember my brother and me coming here on the weekends, spending weekends here, and on a sunny, beautiful day like this, you'd see and hear these Camaros and Trans Ams, you know, going up and down the street, you know, the ones from the 70s and stuff. And yeah, he lived right here. And if I remember right, I'm not going to zoom in, but it's probably 9160. Yeah, why not? Why don't I zoom in, actually? Let's see. What the hell am I talking about? I don't know where I got that number from. There's 5 digits there. Anyway, he lived there for a couple of years, 2-3 years, and it was a nice condo. I remember one time, right here on the side, one weekend, there was this guy who had a Caprice. Oh my God, he had a 1990 Caprice police pack. It was mint. Imagine, the car was like 1 or 2 years old. That's it. It was navy blue, had the tinted windows, total police pack. It even had, as the police packs did in those years, those silver plastic hubcaps. They were like, I think, exclusive for that car. Actually, it was bizarre, even, actually. But yeah, lots of nice memories, really. Even though it's funny how, you know, it's not nice when old Lexus. It's not nice when people divorce, you know, obviously. But I was more positive, you know, wet behind the ears, happy-go-lucky kind of guy. And I figured, well, you know what? Both my parents are still in good health, so what the hell does it matter if they're separated? But it did affect me a bit, of course, obviously. You know, my brother and I think we were under the assumption that my parents would never divorce, but hey, what are we gonna do, man? You know, hey, they were married 18 years, that's a long time. It still seems to be a good street to cruise on, this one here. Noticing a few interesting cars there. How much do you think one of these little places goes for? A little peace sign there. Hey? It's funny because it's a Fiat. Anyway, I was on the bus before and I saw this Blazer, this custom Blazer I filmed years ago at the Julep, and it's like bright red. It's a hot rod Blazer, a K5 from the 80s, I think, or 79, 80. And I knew the guy who has it, or had it, and it's funny, it's in a driveway, and I'm thinking, is that his car still? Or anyway, it'd be cool to see him. There was a delivery guy for, and I don't mind giving them a plug. I haven't been there in a long time. It's Spano's Pizza on Sunnybrook and St. Regis. How could I ever forget, of course, on St. Regis, one time I drove my 65 LeSabre, man, and I went up, that street is a long, straight street, you know, there's no interruptions. You can go a long time without stopping. And I had that thing pinned, man, and I almost blew the stop sign. That's when I found out that the brakes on these cars are not fantastic. Oh, look at this 7 Series. Oh, yeah, man. It's a car show. Now I forgot what much better even decision it was to come by and film this here. This is a great street to cruise on. It's historic, it's smooth, it's beautiful, lots of trees. All the homes are old, you know. Of course, I forgot to mention something important. This is the what's known as, now it's Pierrefonds, but it used to be called Saint Genvieve, or Saint Genevieve, if you wish. Anyway, it merged some time ago with Pierrefonds, just like Roxborough did. I thought I saw an old car there. It was just a old Malibu or something. Yeah. I don't know, the street signs are different. Hey, I got this dream, you know, like, seriously, I think if I had been born with normal sight, I don't know how I would fund this kind of thing, because you know me, I'd have to be driving a guzzler and just go as many towns as possible and document filming rides and walks and all that stuff, you know. And look at this, I was just talking about it, here it is. There's that Blazer, the K5 Blazer. Pretty cool rig, eh? I think it's got a 350 in it. I think it's a beefed up 350. It could be not. Maybe it's a 454 actually. But I also had a friend who lived somewhere around here, one of these buildings. Could have been this one actually. My friend Tim Lindemann. There's another one I lost touch with. It's the trouble with growing old. As much as you want to keep things together with friends, it's very hard to do. Look how old this house is. This is probably 100 years old. You know? Oh yeah, man! Yeah, buddy! Oh, right on, it's a black guy too, he's rocking the Cutlass. Man, yeah, baby. Woo! V6, 3.8 liter, look at that. Man, you know what? That's the thing. I'm seeing all this, and it's like I keep complaining. I'm like, there's no old car. That's another, especially big reasons when I want to fuck off from Hochelaga. You don't see the old cars anymore. I keep complaining about it, and I don't feel like talking about why. Because then I have to. Because that's the thing. I'm so like I talk too much. Always in details. I sometimes, you know, like I did a walking video last week on Sherbrooke Street in Westmount, and I didn't say it. I hardly said a damn word except for when I saw this all original '65 Oldsmobile F85 drive right by me. Happened to catch it, completely original, and just like the one in the show, The Wonder Years, that was driven by Fred Savage there, that he bought off his grandfather for $1. But it's true. I admit it. You know, I admit it. Actually, I'd seen that Cutlass before at a gas station. I have to say it's true though. It's true. I once heard that being too nostalgic can bite you in the ass. Unfortunately, it's true. I realized that actually I had last year, I guess, and it's not obvious really. I'm too old school. I'm aware of that, and it's hard for me to keep, you know, to be into new things and, you know, keep moving forward. Hell, even making new friends, for crying out loud. Hey, you know what? I just realized I'm on the wrong side here, actually. The sun is there. I'm supposed to be in the shade. So anyway, we're also coming up to a building, one of the old buildings around here that I sometimes used to go to. Actually, it was a I think they still have it. I'm not sure. It was like a bazaar, like an antiques bazaar, a bunch of dealers, you know, like Marché aux Puces Saint-Michel, and they would gather every Sunday at this building. And that's where I first bought my vintage. That's where first time I bought vintage magazines. That's where I got hooked, man. Okay, I found these Life magazines, 1958, 59. I'm looking at these ads, 58 Chevy and Chrysler, and I'm fucking freaking out. You know, I'm like, holy Jesus, that's the mother lode. You know, these big 2-page centerfold ads. You know, and that was really. But the funny thing is, I never bought any more than that because I had my clique of friends and we went out. They would go to bars, go to clubs, do things, get drunk, whatever, work. And I never looked into that more than that. But then in, I think, 2005 around, I bought some more magazines that were actually not as in good a health. La Rue Barbeau. Oh, tabarnak, the sun is hot now, man. And anyway, look at this. I love this sign. Look at this vintage sign here. 9/11. 9/11. Imagine how much more significance that sign has when 9/11 happened in 2002 in the trade centers. You know, were attacked, and it's the Pentagon and all that. And I even took a picture of that sign when it was like perfectly red. It wasn't all faded. And you know, focusing on the pole in the street as well there. That's when you know a town is really old, when the telephone or electrical poles are on the street. Oh, so much to talk about, so much to say. And by the way, I don't know where I'm going to film this to. I think I might try to film this until Jacques Bizarre, and that's another place I got to go to one day. I'd like to actually get, Ben, if you see this, or Julian, I'd like to take a ride up there. Be much easier to get there than by bus, you know. Oh man, the sun is hot. I'm wearing black on top of that. Yeah, I think there's even like still a few old barns back here. That's how bloody old this area is. You know, I shouldn't say bloody old because bloody's not good, but it's not good. You know, I gotta stop this a second. I gotta take these headphones on because they're freaking burning my neck now. I knew there was something I forgot to mention actually. Back a few months ago, I actually filmed a car ride here with Ben, but it wasn't a nice day. It was cloudy, so I figured, well, this is a perfect opportunity to come do it. What's that? Oh yeah, buddy! Yeah! Ah, classic GMC van. Man, what else am I going to see today? Right on, baby. Classic 1979, 80, 81, 78. Chevrolet, good old Chevrolet, good old 350, can't kill them, can't beat it, easy to work on, parts available, unlike owning a fucking BMW, Mercedes, Audi, and all these cars. It'll cost you a fortune to fix if anything breaks. They're so and not only that, I've read that these German engineered cars are extremely complicated to work on, apparently. Everything is, as they say, over-engineered, you know? Something peculiar, eh? Nice old house, the old stones with that old Impala. Or as you guys say in the States, Impala, eh? Chevy Impala. Nice bushes. Old Cutlass, old GM Chevy van. What else am I going to see, man? Hey, yo, you know? Man, I'm tripping, seriously. You know, that's the thing. Again, I can't stress enough. Areas like where I live in Hochelaga, there's too many fucking cars. There's too many cars. There's too many savages, and that's why you don't see any antique cars anymore. And it kills me, for Christ's sake. That's why I moved there 8 years ago. It'll be 8 years tomorrow that I've been living in that fucking area. And I live there, why? Because it's convenient, because I'm visually impaired, because I can't drive legally. But that's it, next year, man. Big fucking changes. Will I move back to the West Island? Probably not. But when you walk around a nice old historic area like this, everything is, there's not graffiti everywhere and garbage everywhere and these whack job people everywhere. It's nice. It's very nice. That's why do you think I came up here? It's not just to make videos, you know? It's good for my soul. You know? It's decent. You know? Where am I? What is this street? Oh. There used to be a restaurant near here. I'm getting there, actually. It used to be. It was called La Roulotte. And I remember that place. I remember I would go there a couple of times with my friend who lived near here, my friend Tim. But it was such a very, very Spartan, basic type of restaurant. You know, like really, really cheap inside, or the tables and everything, just like a La Fleur's restaurant. Look at that squirrel there. Gonna be on YouTube. Ça va être sur YouTube, là, écureuil. All right, French lesson time. Look at this beautiful. Écureuil is French for squirrel. Squirrel, écureuil. There you go. What? Where am I now? Gouin West and what? Saint-Louis. Come Saint-Louis de Terrebonne. That was what that's where Terrebonne was called before. It was called Saint-Louis. Before it was just called Terrebonne. It was Saint-Louis de Terrebonne. You know? And then you have like I guess it's a monastery? Centre de la Petite Enfance. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a nunnery or something, or orphanage. It probably is an orphanage. You know, look at this. This is weird. Look at it's a home. But it looks like it was a home converted into something, because it's got those awnings like you would see in these nice restaurants in New York or something, in Queens, and you know. Oh yes, and then we're coming up to this gorgeous church over here that I remember one time, again, it's funny because my dad, like I showed you the condo he had for a couple of years, but oddly enough, my mom, she moved even further west and she found an apartment for me and my brother. Big apartment. And I remember one time, I don't know if it was here when we lived years later on St. Barnabas, closer to Sources, but we went one Christmas here to this church. L'église de la paroisse de Saint Genvieve. Yeah, I thought it was called Saint Genvieve something, and that reminds me, I keep forgetting. I gotta do a walking video in French. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh yeah, and you see there's a halo around the Jesus Christ there. Yeah, that actually lights up at night. It's a neon. Yeah. Hey, 1918, 1918. What does it say? Sauviez-nous, save us, God help us. Cœur de Jésus, the heart of Jesus. Mind you, unfortunately, I think I just had another memory, though, another bad memory. I just remembered, I think that the funeral for one of my best friends was here when he killed himself in '95. Of course, being the car nut that I am, I'm thinking back about the navy blue Cadillac hearse from the late '80s that hauled his body. And of course, me and my other best friends, we were the pallbearers. It's odd because he died on a shitty rainy day on 11th of May, and his funeral was also on a shitty day. Actually, I think it was raining even more on that day. Look at this beautiful home. My God. Tremendous. Look at, it's just a tremendous house. How much is that worth? Look at the styling and on the roof. Oh my God. It's probably 200 years old. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm guessing here. Je guess. You know. do I see though? Are those police motorcycles? What are those? Are those motorcycles or what? Hey, see, people love cruising the street, cruising the Sebring. See a few of those in my neighborhood there. No, they're not motorcycles, they're freaking scooters. There's another beauty here, eh? It's fine by me. A little sun, a little cloud, no problem there, man. It's great. So that way I don't get a sunburn. I was right not to have to wear sunscreen today, really. You know? You know, it's come to the point where, you know, because I'm getting older and I'm going to be 46 on Christmas Eve, that I have to tell myself to slow down at times because I want to conserve energy. I mean, it just, at this age, you just get tired so much more easier, you know. That's why I eat better than I used to. But that's also, eating better than I used to, it's also a result of, you know, having that stupid pericarditis heart condition there, which I've hopefully, knock on wood, finally gotten fucking rid of that crap. This looks like a residence, I guess, probably here. Boy, I'd love to do a video of that 66 Impala though that I saw in St. John's. I'm going to try to head back up there. And also there was that 53, 54 Chevy 210 that I saw coming up here, like I said. Like on Gouin here and almost at St. John's, but again, I can ask, but you know, chances are it'll probably be the customer's car of that garage, and they're like, no, we can't, it's a customer's car, you know, sorry. Then there's the scrap which I took. Is that the 201? Fuck, I just took this bus. It's already coming by. Got pretty good service. Pas mal le service là, pas mal. Look at this place, eh? Oh boy, that's a very prominent looking home. Wow, my lordy. Holy cow, who lives over there? Not on the cheap. C'est pas dans le cheap, là. An excellent day for cycling. Excellent, excellent. I took full advantage of that yesterday, actually, man. I mean, I'm sure by now you'll have seen the videos. I was so happy about it. I never filmed a ride on one of my vintage bikes downtown of all places, and I was just like bored. I'm like, you know what, let's do it. Even though it'd be better with a GoPro, but you know what, it worked out well. Very happy about it, and I'm sure you've probably seen it already. And hey, you know what, I just realized that there, somewhere around here, maybe I passed it, but there's actually, I don't know if it still happens, but there used to be a ferry that would take you from here into over there, which is, I would have thought was Laval, but it's Deux Montagnes, or if you want in English, Two Mountains. You know? I like that, eh? Where's the street sign now? And this building coming up here, that's the Montreal'S building, which I think went out of business, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's been there, I think, 30 years easily. Wow, a two-door red Cadillac. Holy cow, I don't remember the last time I saw that. I had to stop filming for a second because this chick drove by me and she's rocking these, sounds like Cuban beats or something, and I don't want to interfere with me trying to make any kind of like a few pesos out of this video here, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Wow. Yeah, the old Montreal'S. I imagine that's somebody's last name. What is this? Gouin West and Saint Joseph. I don't know. One of these days I'm going to come back down here because I've never, I think, ever come back down here in any of these back streets, frankly. But oddly enough, further down, my dad's my grandfather's girlfriend, she oh, the lights are on. My grandfather's girlfriend, she had a house somewhere down there. I think it was on Rue d'Orval or Doral or something. That's the place. That's the Marché aux Puces, the flea market for the antiques. It would happen every Sunday. The sign is there. The roof looks like it was repainted or repaired, but I don't know if it's still happening. There you see, look, alloué. Alloué is French for rent. But what do you want with all these friggin' big box stores and everybody buying online. This is the result of it. Like any other business that's going out of business. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. It's sad, but luckily for me, I'm in that kind of business, you know. I don't have a store. I even had a couple of people tell me to get a store. I'm like, what the hell can I get a store for? Why? So I could sit at a place or my place for 2 hours, 12 hours a day, and forget about it. Oh yeah, this is what I noticed from the bus before, what they did over here. Hey, look at this old sign. I checked my chauffage, which is heating. Look at that old store, man. It's still there. Yeah, they did this here, all the way out here. Surprising, like they've done in town. This is another old church back there. Prime real estate, that's for sure. I am sure for those developers. You know, like, look, you know, it's not that this doesn't look nice. It's nice. It's different, but is that the address of the year of construction? But look, I mean, I don't understand. Are people supposed to sit here? Like, there's nobody. I don't see anybody sitting here. I don't see anybody enjoying this area. You know where everybody is? They're on frickin' St. John's Boulevard. My God, listen. I've been there in the past few months, like at. Oh no, wait, that's where the flea market was, wasn't it? Right here, I think. Anyway, I was on St. John's Boulevard at evening rush hour, and it was like traffic. But I think there's even more traffic today, because what do people do in the West Island today? They go shopping. They go shopping. Shopping it up. You know? Wait a second, something just occurred to me. I don't remember seeing a 201 going south. Did I? I don't remember seeing one at all. It's weird. Say weird. There's all those cars back here. I don't know. Looks like a mattress store, right? Oh, it's a CJEP. Holy shit, I never realized there was a CJEP here, for crying out loud. CJEP is French for college. Oh, you know what? Let's go over here for a second. That restaurant I was telling you about, which was like La Fleur's, it was called La Roulette. Roulette is a trailer, you know, a travel trailer. I'll go take a peek just to see if it's still there. I wonder if it's still there. Nice red on that Camry. Yeah, let's go take a peek. I think I'm near Jacques Bizard there somewhere. Mediplex. Oh, yeah, I came here once, I think. Oh. Hey, you know what? It looks like it's still there, for crying out loud. I can't believe it. It's still freaking there. Is it really? Is it really? It's still fucking there. I can't believe it. Or is it? It would change ownership, maybe, eh? Have to zoom in. No, it's still there. It's still La Roulette. Unbelievable. I love it when things stay the same, you know? Right on. Good stuff. I was thinking this used car lot looks like a place where I see an oldie here, but unfortunately, old cars, specifically vintage cars, can be hard to sell. Hard to sell indeed. You know? What's this street again? Oh yeah, it's Paiement. Right. Alright. I should be getting closer. I figured to Jacques Bizard, though. I figure there's an old GMC there. There's an old van there. Old fucking friggin' old G20 van. Just like the one you just saw back there. That good old G20, eh? Probably. Oops, sorry. Jesus, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it'll probably end up in the scrap, just like all these other old vans. That's the thing. It's amazing. Old vans, step vans, they always still serve a purpose, even when they're finished, man. You know, mechanically, but they're great to store things in there. You know. What do I hear down there? I hear something. It's a motorcycle, probably a Harley Davidson. Neat. What's this? Look at that. This house was built in 1884, man. I like when they have these placards for some of these homes. Look at that. It's just lovely. They even have one for this guy, even here, too. Look at this. Same year? About 5 years later. Cool. Coolness. More motorcycling. Oh, those I don't like. Raptors, whatever. I don't like them. Can't like everything. Okay, I'm getting a little tired of walking. I'm hoping that Jacques Blvd over there. You know? That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. Oh, tabarnak. Look at the old International there. Shit. Ah. Well, it looks kind of tattered anyway. Yeah. It's not like it's really old. It's not like it's an S series. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, see, I don't have a problem with this, you know, because again, they're building, you know, homes that look like they're old, even though they're not. So, you know, it goes with the scheme of things. It goes with the setting. You know, it's not. Oh, it's not like, oh my God, that condo they're going to build there in Point Claire Village there on Lakeshore. It's probably. It's already going to be humongous. Definitely not going to fit with everything, and that's for sure. Okay, here we go. Jacques Blvd. Perfect. All right. Right on. I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to go find a place to drain the vein. So, by the way, like I always say, if you want to chip in there, I really appreciate anybody. I really appreciate everybody watching. First of all, I mean, really, it's. I don't make much money out of this. You know, like I mentioned in the last video, last month I only made $469. Just to show you how transparent I am. So if I'm asking people for donations, something I would never do in the past, but I don't have a problem with it because again, it's a very expensive life today, and I do this full time, and I sell stuff on the side. But I mean, what do I sell? Vintage paper magazine ads for like what, $5 a piece on average. So sometimes it goes good, sometimes no. If you want to send me something, you can do that through my email, which is Elton, like Elton John McFall, Elton McFall, MCFALL. eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. You can send me that through an e-transfer in Canada or PayPal. You want to send me 10-20 bucks through mail, just drop me a comment. I'll leave you my address. You want to send me something that's vintage, retro, I might like, some old magazines, brochures, car related stuff, truck, buses, things like that. Hey, don't hesitate to do that. That'd be I'd like to do an unboxing, get like a bunch of items. Not that I need more things, as I said in another video, but it'd be fun to do something like that, something different where, like, you know, people get appreciated for, you know, the stuff that they send to people. So, wow, look at that Lexus. Nice Lexus, nice Dodge. Even though these Dodges, my God, they really lack identity from the side. Jacques Blvd. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Maybe one of these days I'll actually like walk right across the river and go into Blvd. So thanks for watching. There'll be a video sometime in French sometime soon. I don't know when. Take care. All the best. And yeah, I would say check me out on Patreon, but again, I can't seem to get more than 2 patrons. So whatever. Check it out. Thanks, guys. Take care.